Hey everybody, it's Jam and Jay-Z from Wild 104, and welcome back to another edition of Ask the Attorney. This is a series of videos where we give you information regarding, in a traffic accident, any kind of injury. You can always and feel comfortable to log on to our website. It's at wild104.net, keyword Robert, and we're actually here in his firm today. We have a lot of questions,
Okay.
and we're about to get started.
All right, Jay-Z, welcome again. We're here to answer all of your questions. Just bring them on.
So, if I just had an accident, what do I need to do next?
All right, first and foremost, you got to make sure that you're taking all your medical needs, that they're being addressed. So if you are in any type of pain, an ambulance should be called, and that should be addressed. Additionally, some people will get into a car accident and they'll say, oh, don't call the police, don't call anybody, I'll take care of it. It's a really, really bad idea, because I've had many cases where people will come in and they will say 2-3 months after an accident, the other person said that they would take care of all of the damages, and now I can't get a hold of them and I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And there is no report. There's a lot of the evidence is already lost, and things are really a lot harder on you. So the second thing you should do is call the police. Let them investigate. Let them help determine who's at fault. It's important that any and all witnesses that come up to you and say, I saw what happened, it was the other person's fault, that you also take down their phone numbers and their names, because the police normally do it, but there's also been a lot of times that they don't.
Yes.
And if you don't get that information right away, that information will be lost, and that crucial evidence is lost to you. Third thing you should do is take pictures of where the cars ended up to the extent that you can. Take pictures of the other person's vehicle, because a lot of times there won't be a lot of damage on your vehicle, but on the other person's vehicle, there'll be like a lot of damage to it. And once that vehicle is repaired, you may not have that evidence. And
Yes.
later on in your case, and I know I'm probably giving out a lot of information really quickly here, but we can come back to it in a little bit. A lot of that evidence will no longer be available once that car's repaired.
Now, in the event of an accident, your adrenaline's rushing. You got a lot of thoughts running through your mind, and sometimes we make irrational decisions. What information do you give out to the particular person that you've been involved in a car accident?
Any accident that you're involved in, you're supposed to provide your name and your insurance information and your phone information as well. They're supposed to do the same, but it's a lot better if all that is done through a police officer.
So, Mr. Salazar, should I go see a doctor to get checked out?
If you're in any type of pain, you should absolutely go to a doctor. Matter of fact, if you are in pain at the scene, it's very important that you let the police officer know that you are in pain, because he will make a notation in the police report as to whether or not you're in pain. And if you are in pain, you should go by ambulance to the hospital and get checked out. And at the hospital will indicate that you should go see your doctor afterwards as well. Very important that all of your injuries are documented from the beginning, from the inception.
So, some of us, and I speak from experience, I've been in a car accident. You're like, I don't feel pain. I'm okay. Everything's fine. But the next day comes, and you feel parts of your body that it's never, your neck, the back, legs, arms. You feel a lot of pain.
Mm-hmm.
And that occasion, what do I do if I've already told them I didn't feel any pain?
That's a very, very good question, Jay-Z. I mean, it is very common for the adrenaline to be very high, for you not to feel any pain at the time of the accident, but the next morning you wake up as if a ton of bricks hit you.
Yeah.
So do not feel bad about it. It's very, very common. Insurance companies know this, but they say just the opposite. They say, oh no, you didn't tell the officer, you didn't do this. Very, very important to go to your doctor and get checked out and tell them all the areas of the body that hurt you and get treated for that. We're not asking you to say anything that isn't so. Only those areas that you're hurt, but don't try and be tough and say, oh, no, this will go away. I don't need to do anything. I will tough it out. If you're in pain, go see your medical professional.
Now, are there any special doctors that I need to go see, or how would that work?
Well, you should go see your regular doctor, but there's some doctors here in the valley that if you've been involved in a car accident, they don't want to get involved in those cases. So if your doctor doesn't want to see you, you should definitely go see an attorney to help you out, see if they can help you find a doctor who will treat you, because it is important for medical professionals to document what your injuries are, because the more time that passes without that documentation of any injuries that you have, the more difficult it'll be for the insurance adjuster to believe that you were hurt in that crash.
So that's so important, and those are important questions. As we run you throughout the video, always feel free. You can call 682-1017. That's 682-1017. Mr. Salazar and his personnel are available at any time to help you out. Remember, get the questions. We've put numbers down at the bottom, on top. Easy access, and always being able to get a hold of you.
Always available.
Now, how long do I have to get advice from a lawyer like yourself?
Well, the law says that you have up to 2 years to file a lawsuit, but to get advice, you should not wait. The sooner you get a legal professional, your attorney, involved in a case, either myself or whoever your attorney is, the better it is for your case, because the insurance company has professionals that will start asking questions, and will call you and will ask you, okay, were you injured? What happened? And so on. And these people are highly trained by the insurance company, and their job is not to help you. Their job is to save the insurance company as much money as they can. So they will ask the questions in such a way as to get the information that helps them the most rather than helps you the most.
Which leads me to the next question, and I think this is really important because it's happened personally to me. It's where you have, can we rely on a friend when you have that particular friend who says, someone who says, hey, you don't need to get the attorney. I know what to do. I can kind of, we can wing this and we can make it happen. In that situation, what do you recommend?
It's really a bad idea to either try and do it yourself or to try and get a friend to do it, because you're dealing with professionals on the other side. And I've seen and I've helped people in the past, but it really hurts your case if you don't get a professional from the very beginning. Otherwise, you're going to hurt your case, and it's going to be very difficult to get you full compensation for what your injuries and damages are.
I mean, I guess if you look at it, guys, in a nutshell, it's like saying you need open heart surgery and your friend's telling you, don't worry, I've got this under control. I've seen it on YouTube many times. I can take care of it. You probably wouldn't do that. And this occasion, it'd be the same thing. You need to make sure and stay focused and rely on somebody who has an enormous amount of experience that's from the valley, that understands nuestra familia, nuestra gente del valle, and that's why I think it's so important, and I agree with you to where you say that it's important to get professionals to help you, and being here from the valley, that itself, you understand the people.
I'm here. I'm not an out-of-town attorney. I've been here for 34 years. I've been helping valley people with their car crashes and other problems here in McAllen, here in the valley, and I love helping valley people.
Absolutely. Mr. Salazar, thank you so much. Again, number 682-1017. Remember that, 682-1017. Now's the time. If you've had that question, if you've been in an accident, anything having to do with the law, you can always count on the law firm of Mr. Salazar to assist you and to help you. Again, we have previous videos with multiple questions that could probably answer something that you didn't see or hear today. You can go to wild104.net, keyword Robert. Okay, that's wild104.net, keyword Robert. We will be back on another edition. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you soon.